The year was 1998. Luke Burgie was a 4-year-old boy who was in pain. Physicians worked hard to determine the reason for the young boy's digestive disorder. They ran several tests but could not discover the reason for the young Luke's suffering. Antibiotics as well as special diets were tried. Nothing seemed to help the young boy who felt miserable. He was unable to properly eat for 6 months. Luke's mother was a devout Catholic. She asked 2 nuns to pray for her son. Luke's mother, Jan, was trying to balance caring for her son and her job. She taught religious education at St. Patrick's Catholic School in Colorado Springs. During her work, she met various nuns from the Mount St. Francis Convent. These nuns would come to the school where she worked and give talks. Jan spoke to Sisters Evangeline Spenner and Margaret Mary Preister about her ailing son. She invited them to dinner at her home. At this time, Luke had lost 10% of his body weight to his sickness and appeared to only be getting worse. Sisters Evangeline Spenner and Margaret Mary Preister were determined to help Luke Burgie. They decided to pray a novena to try and end the young boy's suffering. A novena is a series of prayers. These prayers are said for 9 straight days. These 9 days acknowledge the 9 days the Blessed Virgin Mary and Apostles spent praying between Ascension Thursday and Pentecost Sunday. Novenas had no official standing within the Catholic Church until the 1800s. This is when indulgences were offered for novena prayers before different feasts. On February 22, 1999, the nuns completed their 9-day novena in the morning. At this same time, Luke got out of his bed and seemed to be miraculously healed. The pain he was experiencing and all his suffering had inexplicably ended. Luke went to the kitchen and was ready to have breakfast. He told his mother that his tummy no longer hurt. They had become accustomed to their child being in pain and having a bad stomachache during every meal. Luke had to leave preschool. His little body seemed to be wasting away. Luke was now anxious to get back to school and play with his friends. He was happy to no longer be in pain. Luke's mother believed what her son experienced after the novena was a miracle. This caused Catholic Church officials to begin a long and thorough investigation into what happened. They wanted to determine if what occurred was actually a miracle. Church officials interviewed physicians and carefully reviewed medical records. The Burgie family was also investigated by the Catholic Church officials. The goal was to make certain Luke remained healthy and the cause of his sickness has been truly cured. Investigators from the Vatican announced their conclusion. Their findings confirmed that Luke's cure had been both complete and spontaneous. It also lacked scientific explanation. More than one physician who was involved with Luke's case admitted there was no medical intervention that could be considered responsible for his sudden healing. The Catholic Church investigators felt the only explanation is that Sisters Evangeline Spenner and Margaret Mary Preister prayed a novena for the young boy. When they did this, it resulted in the miraculous healing of Luke. It took the Catholic Church investigators 14 years to come to this conclusion.